Hi, I just took a 10-day Vipassana course in Auckland, New Zealand. This is June 2025. Yeah, I was quite nervous going into the course as the schedule was quite different from our ordinary lives. There is no talking, reading, or even writing for 10 days. Waking up at 4 a.m. at the sound of gong and sleeping by 9 p.m. surely didn't come naturally to me. Being a vegetarian, the veg diet came easy to me. Vipassana is a specific type of meditation rediscovered by the Buddha around 2,600 years ago. For me, this journey was a miracle and it will change my life in a big positive way. Have a listen to a few more course takers.
If you can just introduce yourself and talk something about Vipassana and your experience, please.
Kia ora, my name's Richard. I've come to Vipassana. I've been meditating a long time in my life, doing a lot of different paths, a lot of different spiritual things. But I found Vipassana to be very clear, very pure, and it's helped just bring things into really good alignment. And that's helped me to really anchor myself on a whole new level. And it feels like the beginning, the next step. And this is like the base of the next step, the next evolution, the next level of growth. And so I'm very grateful for it. The people are wonderful, the Sangha, the community, the place is wonderful, and just the support you have here is really good. It really supports you to really come into your own practice. I mean, it's the practice of Vipassana, which is taught by the Buddha, of course, but also it's your own practice that you're here to embody. And I found this place and the courses very supportive of that. So very grateful.
Fantastic. Thank you, Richard. So we are in year 2025.
Yep.
And this is Auckland Dhamma Medini Center, which is June 2025, Auckland. So do you have any message for, Kiwis?
Fair enough. I think it'd be very good for Kiwis. Meditation is not a traditional Kiwi sort of thing, but it's meditation, but it's more about actually freeing yourself. Freeing yourself from the drama of the mind. And I think a lot of Kiwis have that. There's a lot of stuff going, like everybody in the world, a lot of stuff going in the mind, a lot of stress, a lot of fears, a lot of worries, a lot of doubts. And this helps just clear away that and find the root cause of it. And that's something I'm really passionate about, is finding the root cause of it. Because if you can transform that, you can free yourself from that, then everything comes in. Healthy in the body, healthy in the mind. And mental health for Kiwis, this is very important. And this is one of the best things I ever find for mental health for people. It's very beneficial.
Yeah. My name is Zamit and I just did the June 2025 Vipassana course in Auckland, which finished on 15th of June. And it's 18th of June today. So this was my first time doing it, and the experience was just amazing and just outstanding, just out of the world. This is the first time I have done such a tough course in my life. And so if you want me to answer any specific question like how my experience was, it was, I would say, it calmed my mind in a very big way. And it has made me way more peaceful. Also, I have noticed in last 3 days, actually it's only 3 days now, but my concentration level has gone up considerably.
Do you bring?
Yeah, so before I answer that, I'd like to, say something about this Vipassana course. What is different about this course is, although this is one of the very tough course, but there is absolutely no entry requirements. Anybody can join the course. The toughest course, and anybody can join. So any gender can join, any race can join. You don't need any educational qualifications. And this course, what was very different about this course was, this is very specific to your own needs. So it is a course for all, and yet every person will take something different out of it. And different, it will be positive difference. Yeah. And sorry, what was your question?
Apart from improve concentration levels, what other changes do you think it will help you bring?
So it is still early days. Changes will come, but of course, the seeds were planted in those 10 days. The main challenge lies, actually it's not a challenge, but now it's the onus is on me. I have to practice what I was taught, and how I put it into practice on a daily basis will make all the difference. But yes, I will recommend this course to every single person who is looking to reset their mind and want to bring about some drastic changes in their life. This course is free, so it's on a donation basis. Yeah, that's about from me.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from France. I'm 25 years old, and it was my first time doing the Vipassana meditation here
In New Zealand,
Vipassana in New Zealand.
in 2025. Yeah.
2025,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm actually traveling since 8 months
Right. Okay.
in New Zealand, and we go for 2 or 3 months. I would say at one moment in life you just find out that you don't have any way out, and you're just like, I can't just process with my brain and just find a solution within myself. And I was just like, I have to reach something deeper, something greater, something bigger than myself, so that I can just like attach my intention towards big values, big morality, big sila at the end. And I think it was experimental troubles and problems in my life, existential problems that I tried to reach like a big truth, and that's how I just handled in spirituality maybe like 1 year ago, something like this.
So you sought spirituality when you encountered some problems in your life.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, is that right that most people, like you and perhaps me also, who seek, shelter in spirituality when they have some problems? But do you agree that, even if someone is very happy, everything is going well in their life at that point, if they take the path of spirituality, then, they will be better equipped when the bad time comes?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we learn like by meditating here. I feel like that way of being in equanimity. Each time you are enjoying much pleasure, you really want to get just attracted by it and just craving for it once it has touched you. And that's most of the time how people react when they cross part of their life which is like full of happiness, full of joy. They're just so unhappy and so sad when it's living their life. So I think that's such a beautiful way to enter spirituality, to already be in a good mood, in a good life, to just feel that I need to protect myself. It one day it will just leave the way, and I will just enter the darkness and smile towards it and say, all right, I knew before that it was going to change, it was going to be impermanent, that state, and now because I know it, I'm prepared for it, and I already prepared my soul, my spirit for it. I will face it and enjoy darkness, happy life. And I think that's one of the most biggest benefit of the
Wow.
spirituality, to face those moments.
Wow, that was an amazing insight from a 25-year-old French guy. Amazing. That's fantastic. So, you were talking about impermanence.
Yeah.
Now, in spirituality, they say that you should neither be, you should be equanimous. So, people might say, you should not be happy or you should not be sad.
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
I'm not sure about that. Like, I feel each time you're experimenting something in life, you can feel sensations. They can be pleasant or unpleasant. You can feel joy, you can feel sadness, you can feel happiness. But the most important is to disidentify for those feelings. Like, it's not just because it's unpleasant, it's a bit sad, it's sadness, but you just want to just not face it and just want to escape for it. Because the more you don't want to observe it and to accept it in your daily life, and the more you're gonna be like suffering for it and empowered by it. Like, the point is not on this, and absolutely not, because if you go to the extreme point of your life, you're enlightened and you accept every sensations, you can really feel deep in yourself pure joy, a pure happiness, and something that is really greater than yourself, and that is just wonderful to live. And yeah, let us enjoy some great happiness, great joy. That's what.
No, those were fantastic words. I learned a thing or two from those words. That was amazing. Do you have any message for all the 25s and 20s?
I feel that nothing hurries at the end, even if it's good. it's not a necessity if you don't feel within yourself that you need to be attracted by something deeper. But I'm sure that one of those days in your daily life you will reach that moment, you will just like with no escape point, no way out, and you will just feel maybe it will be a good solution to have a morality, to have a spirituality in which I can just believe during those moments. And for me, like Vipassana has been like a salvation, I would say.
Wow.
A very strong moment that has built so much confidence and just makes me feel that what is coming in my life will be just more full of light and brightness, even sometimes darkness, but I will face them just like the brightness also, both of them in equanimity. And so Vipassana could be a very, very, very good way to reach that way of being, way of thinking, and way of being good with yourself and really enjoy happiness of life and sharing and discover the real love and the real compassion for the others.
Wow.
Without the ego.
You know, those were so amazing words. Maybe you can say this in French also for French-speaking audience.
Alright, ok. Et ben alors je pense que je peux répéter à peu près la même chose mais en français. Vipassana, c'est une expérience magnifique, hyper constructive, dans laquelle on s'accomplit, dans laquelle on se réalise, clairement. Moi, je sais que ça m'a permis là, de construire énormément de confiance, de construire énormément de stabilité, de me dire que peu importe ce qui va me traverser, peu importe ce que je vais devoir affronter, bah, je sais que c'est là en fait, que ça a toujours été en moi, que ça le sera toujours, et qu'il y aura toujours des parts de moi qui en auront peur, mais ça sera à ces moments-là qu'il faudra observer la technique de Vipassana, juste observer, ne pas incarner l'émotion, et ça passera, tout comme tout. Anicca, 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 tout est impermanent, et une fois qu'on comprend ce système et qu'on comprend ce concept, on finit par comprendre que rien n'est personnel, on n'a pas à incarner tout ça, on a juste à incarner la joie, le fait de vivre et d'être traversé par plein d'émotions qui finiront toujours pas passer un jour. Donc je vous conseille forcément à tous de passer au moins une fois dans votre vie par Vipassana. Que ça vous plaise ou non, donnez un essai juste, un essai équitable, et après vous pourrez en faire une propre conclusion, et je suis quasiment sûr que cette conclusion sera plutôt positive. Voilà.
I'm Malti, I'm 20 years old, I'm from Germany. I work and traveled here in New Zealand, and a friend attended a course, so I wanted to try it myself. I guess they should definitely try it. The fourth and fifth day was really struggling for me, but I think you should just go through all the pain to day 10, and then you have a good picture, and when you say at end of the course I don't want to continue, you will still see improvements in your life. And yeah, that they should give it a try. They shouldn't worry because everything's changing. There are good times and bad times.
Hi, I'm Nehana. I'm 29 from Auckland, and I just did the 10-day Vipassana meditation course.
Right. So this is June 2025. You are in Auckland. So
Yep.
you have come all the way from Opatiki.
Yeah, Auckland, drove up.
That's fantastic. So what drew you to spirituality?
I think I'd always been interested in sort of the nature of consciousness and the way the mind works, and then at 21 I should come with a caveat, I'm not an advocate that everyone should do it, but at 21 I took acid, and that really opened my mind to different things, and I'd had an interest in meditation before that, and then I started doing meditation after that, and so I did sort of basic mindfulness, some body scan stuff. I didn't do a lot of Vipassana, but then I heard about this at a few festivals, spiritual festivals I've been to, and then decided to sign up and come basically.
Right.
I'd just say youth in general is you want to just explore the nature of your mind and become the master of your mind if you can. It's a journey that all of us should attempt, and it's a good kaupapa to dedicate yourself towards. So
So you're quite right. You know, when you said you should master your mind, because mind is our enemy and it can be our friend.
Yeah.
So how can a youth benefit from Vipassana?
I think if they haven't already gained something like an addiction, it will be a useful tool to sort of see the precursors to that, stop them falling into those habits, and then also in just general day-to-day life with happiness, I'd say it can be a tool just to bring up your everyday baseline of happiness. Stop yourself like sort of being angry or confused or any sort of negative emotions. It's a tool to deal with those more actively than just sort of winging it on your own. Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, my name is Aurea Paz Aguilar. I am from Peru, and we just finished a Vipassana 10-day Vipassana course here. Yes, I've done this, but this is gonna be the 5th or 6th time, and this is my first time serving, which means that I have helped to prepare the food and to keep all the facilities clean. My life has improved in terms that I was more aware of simple things like my breathing and also my body sensations.
Yeah.
So the technique helps me on the daily basis in a very simple way, and at the same time it's profound. So
Right.
yes. As a result of breathing before reacting,
Yeah.
that helps you to think or to react less. And yes, I have seen that meditation is already something I cultivate. So this is one technique that goes good with other techniques, or even with being in nature, let's say. Yeah, I think even if you come from different paths in your life or different religions or different languages, once you got awareness of your body sensations and your breathing, and if you follow this exact technique Vipassana, that will help you to dive deeper into your own virtues. I would say virtues or just your human being self.
Yeah, my name's Gavin. I live in the Coromandel Peninsula of New Zealand. I'm 66 years old. I'm a scientist and also a small farmer. I've been a Vipassana meditator now since 2013.
Wow.
So 12 years
Right.
meditations that I've been to. Now sat 7 10-day courses, served on one, and I've maintained my practice for the majority of that 12 years. There's been the odd time not, but majority of that 12 years I still sit morning and evening for an hour to maintain the practice. Yeah, I mean it's not something that happens instantly. I mean, on my first course, I won't give the details, but I had a very profound experience on my very first course I took, and I knew it was like one of those light bulb moments. I knew that this was a practice that I wanted to continue in my life, and it's definitely made me calmer over time and able to focus my mind a lot more, be a lot more disciplined in the way, for example, even when I sit at my desk and do my work, I've been able to be a lot more focused and disciplined in the way I approach things. And you know, the equanimity, you know, Goenka talks about awareness and equanimity as being the two sort of key elements of continuing your practice. You know, awareness of breath, awareness of sensation on your body, so that when you, like, for example, someone says something that triggers you towards being angry, you know, being aware of the sensation that's arising when you feel triggered. So being more attuned to what's happening in your body, so hopefully you can, for myself, I can catch myself a bit more when I feel that triggering happening, and I manage myself a lot better in those situations. Not perfectly, but over time it's got a lot better, and you know, and the equanimity goes hand in hand with that as well. Oh well, look, I think they are here, and like when I served last year, the majority of us were New Zealand-born people. So I think it varies from course to course.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know the numbers in terms of over time. But it's not. This is something for everyone here. Maybe there's a bit more caution within New Zealand. I don't know, but when the centre started, it was wholly would have been wholly New Zealand or vastly New Zealand-born people doing the course.
So true, so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you. The very fact that New Zealand, with a population of only maybe 3 million, 3.5 million back then when it opened, and it was here, that shows that there was a lot of spirituality. People who believed so much in spirituality, they were here, and they opened the course for the benefit of others.